So, this channel is for you if you're planning to do your youth service here in Lagos, or maybe if you get posted to Lagos, if by chance as a corper you find yourself around Lagos, you have to follow up and get all the necessary details that I'm going to be discussing in this video. Everything is basically going to be on my own personal experience. Actually, there is a lot to know. Lagos is actually not just one of those places where you just get into. If you have friends in Lagos, you can ask them questions, and if they're honest with you, they're going to tell you that there is a lot to know. There is actually a lot to know. So I'm going to be discussing everything, starting from things you should be expecting in the camp. Okay, every single thing that you're going to be expecting in the camp, the activities, how everything is going to be, the positives, the negatives, the things I found fun, the things I actually did not like. And you're going to feel free to ask me questions at every point in time. If there's something you want to find out, you can talk about it, put a comment in the comment section, and then I'm going to pick it up and probably do a video on it or give a direct reply to that particular message. So there's a lot that has actually happened to me, because this is actually my first time coming into Lagos, and I actually did not know how a lot of things work. So I fell a victim of so many things. So I'm going to be discussing most of those things so that so many of you won't end up falling victims of the same thing. For those who are going to be posted to different places and they are going to be rejected, this is something that happens a lot. You're going to be posted, and in most cases, the company where you're posted rejects you. Okay, so what is the next thing to do from there? For those who are going to jump into Lagos and then they are going to start facing accommodation issues exactly the way I did. I actually faced accommodation issue for a while. It was actually a very serious thing. I will discuss how I was able to come out of it. When my phone got stolen, at exactly at Oshodi, I'm going to make a specific video about that particular incident, because if I start discussing, it's actually going to make this video so long. So I'm going to discuss all the different things I've actually gone through in Lagos, the different foods. There are some foods I actually eat and I find myself, having to spend a lot of money on drugs. How to avoid those kind of foods? What is the best way to survive in Lagos? Do I have a side hustle that is helping me survive, or is it the alawi that the government is paying me that is helping me survive? So you guys know alawi is still 33,000 naira till date. So the company where you're going to be posted, are they going to be paying? What are the kinds of company that pay a lot? You understand? So these are actually different information that I feel like a lot of people do not know, especially coppers who are planning to do their youth service in Lagos State. So I wouldn't want this video to be too long. Just feel free to follow my channel, and like the video, share it to as many persons as possible. Those you feel they might. I believe that this is most likely not going to be specific to Lagos alone. I feel this particular thing should also imply to most of these developed areas. This is actually the place I'm doing my youth service as a corper. I've stayed in Abuja and then some other places, but I can't really say what the experience is as a corper. So I'm talking in this particular sense. So everything I'm going to be discussing my experience as a corper. So for over 6 months now, we've been into the game, and basically I've seen almost everything. So I'm going to be expecting that whoever is interested to, you don't take it for granted, okay? You don't feel like, no, I'm smart. When I get to Lagos, I'm going to find my way. No, it doesn't work like that, actually. So please, whatever question you feel you might want to ask, whatever thing maybe someone has told you about this and you're not really so clear whether it's true, or, feel free to drop a question. I'm going to come to it. So we're going to be discussing everything that has to do with the corper lifestyle in Lagos State. So I'm going to be discussing my first terrible experience in Lagos in my next video. The video is dropping by next tomorrow. So follow up my page and you're going to eventually see the video when it comes. Feel free to watch, like it, send it to your friends. No, do not take what I'm saying for granted. No, do not take it for granted. So it's not a normal thing. This particular place is actually not a normal place. If you've not been to Lagos, for those who have been in Lagos, you're actually privileged. Coming here to serve, you're just going to continue life and, it's just going to be normal. But if you've not been to Lagos, you have a lot of assignments to do.